Life. Everything we do is for life. From the smallest blade of grass to the largest populations of nations, every effort, every work day, every smile, every hug is for life. To create it and to hold on to it. But sometimes things can arise that challenge that life, as if it were some sort of monster attacking our hero in some epic battle. We are fam, fighting all monsters. And we want to share with you some stories of some epic families that have some amazing children that are fighting a hero's battle against childhood cancer. Join us as we hear their stories.
Well, we took her in, they did lab work that came back abnormal. So they said, she's probably fighting off a virus. Took her back in for follow-up labs. The numbers were even worse this time. They felt like, she was still fighting something off, but I knew, my gut told me something was wrong. And so I asked for a second opinion to the Children's Hospital in San Francisco. And they sent us to the rheumatologist, thinking maybe she just had an infection in her joints or something. As we were leaving, Bailey mentioned, I feel a little short of breath. So the doctor says, well, let's get a chest x-ray just to, make sure. And we got the chest x-ray, and on our way out, they called us and said, we see something, come back.
What I'm dealing with is called Hodgkin's lymphoma, and it's a blood cancer.
The moment I realized something was going on with his health was a week and a half before he was initially diagnosed, so we caught it really quick. The initial day I took him to the emergency room, he said, Mom, I feel like my body's sick. And I was like, yeah, I'm taking you to see what's going on. We're gonna find out.
I get a phone call from school saying he fell at field day. They did his x-rays. They called me out the room. So I'm looking at the screen, and to me, it looked like a cloud was in his leg. This doesn't look right, what's going on? And she was like, I'm no specialist, but to me, it looks like either leukemia or primary bone cancer. And from there, it's just like, what?
When we first realized that something was going on with Zoe, we noticed there was a little bump in the back of her thigh, so we decided to take her to the emergency room. We didn't leave the emergency room for 3 days, just running a whole bunch of tests to find out what was going on. And that is when they broke the news down to us and found a cancerous tumor in her thigh.
Natalie was diagnosed with stage 4 high-risk neuroblastoma when she was 2 years old. She went through a 1.5 years of treatment and then was clear of no evidence of disease, of cancer. And then she continued a trial. She finished the trial, and then 8 weeks later, she relapsed and did a 1 year more of treatment, and then she passed away about 8 months ago.
I was the first one to notice that something was off. It was a Saturday morning, and I went in her room to change her diaper, and in the midst of changing her diaper, I noticed that she had a really weird odor, and that's when I knew that something was wrong, that wasn't right, so we ended up taking her to the doctor. My reaction was immediate, just defeat, because in my mind, it was death. It was a death sentence. We're all gonna die, but in my mind, I was thinking, I'm gonna bury my child. And so having to call my parents that day and tell them that, that was not believing the words that are coming out of your own mouth.
Before I got cancer, I could run around, I could go on bikes all the time. But when I got cancer, that all slowed down and almost came to a stop, because half the time that I was awake, I would be sick, and my stomach would hurt. When I was cancer-free and I was on my bike, I don't know if you remember this, I was so happy because I could ride my bike, and I we would always like do races with our bikes, and I was like, I won the race again. Like, it really affects what you're able to do, and like, I don't know, it's tough.
I didn't think anything was wrong. I was still going to school, I thought I was being normal, and then she forced me to go to the doctors.
Everything changed, you know, from going from 2 arms to 1 arm. It just made me work even harder to get back to where I was, and then just keep pushing and keep going.
When I had cancer, it was very hard because I would just be at the hospital a whole week. At first, I was telling my parents, like, I don't like this because people are looking at me weird and people are just making fun of me. And I didn't like that. So my dad and my mom, they were telling me just ignore them. You look beautiful with and without hair. Before I knew I had cancer, I had lots of friends in school. And then when I went to my brother's school and I was with my mom, my class, they saw me in the wheelchair and they were just laughing through the door, and because they saw me and they were just laughing at me. So I was telling my mom, I just want to leave now. I don't even want to be here.
A cancer diagnosis is emotionally jarring to all and physically demanding on the children, but also the financial impact can be just as devastating to the household.
As a single mom, you know, I already handle everything. And so with her diagnosis, I mean, my world literally came crashing down. I went from working full-time to barely working, you know, due to appointments and treatments, and it almost like it robs your inner joy. With the cancer diagnosis, economically, it destroys the family. It affects every aspect.
That's my daughter. I'm gonna do whatever it is that I need to do for my kid. That's just what moms do. So I left my job and everything just started going downhill from there.
I ended up losing my job and having to work part-time instead of full-time because I had to take care of him.
She was my only child, so everything was already about her. But I had to forget about literally everything else in my life and just completely focus on her. But I mean, it's still, even to this day, she's been gone 5.5 years and it's still financially a struggle.
We lost our place. We had a storage. We lost that. We lost everything while she was in the hospital because I wasn't going to leave.
We cashed in our retirement. We just couldn't cover, you know, everything and treatments.
Fortunate enough to have insurance to help with the medical bills, but it goes so much beyond that.
Gas, food, lodging, extra expenses that you didn't plan for, lost wages, because there's always unplanned hospitalizations and surgeries.
And because we understand the financial strain a cancer diagnosis can have on a household, we are passionate about standing by families in a practical and meaningful way.
Hi y'all, just a huge shout out. FAM has been awesome and stood by us while we've been through some really tough stuff lately.
They were there to help us through it all. They raised enough money to cover our memorial costs.
Without FAM, I don't think we could have made it.
I do truly love this organization and the people who have founded it and who have put their blood, sweat, and tears into all that they do. FAM has blessed us with so many different things. I am 100% behind FAM.
Milk and everybody at FAM. I am so overwhelmingly grateful for your kindness and your love.
Milk sent me $1,000 and I'm just like I'm just overwhelmed for this man to come out of nowhere and just say, lift your crown, we family, you got this. It meant a lot to me.
Though FAM has been functioning privately for some time, in 2018, FAM became a federally recognized 501c3 nonprofit organization. Then in 2019, FAM expanded operations to receive public donations. It was a smash hit for the childhood cancer community. donors donated over $620,000, and we are proud to say that through our bill pay assistance, bereavement support, dream fulfillment, cash and prize giveaways, and whatever else we could provide, 100% of those donations went to benefit families directly.
But September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. We are giving away $30,000. My name is Corey. I am a volunteer with FAM. If you guys don't know, FAM is 100% volunteer staffed. There's nobody on FAM right now that takes a paycheck, which I think is pretty great. So we are all either cancer moms or cancer patients like myself. So I'm going to be spinning this wheel here that's completely random, and we're gonna pick 30 winner. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's our first winner? Melissa Carricker. Number 10 is Rhiannon Norris. Number 11 goes to Lori Carney Lafferty. That's Maddie's mom. Lisa Gross. Mary Sorrentino Oakley. Jen Rader Tarazona. Mandy Litsky. Anika Bowie, Joanne Taylor, Maria Villalobos, Cynthia Clement. Okay, and just like that, $30,000 gone. We just changed 30 people's month. We will get on the road to paying your bills. We're making the world a better place, guys, all of us together.
To ease the isolation and boredom of long hospital stays, we did a massive iPad giveaway so that our kids could keep up with schoolwork and stay entertained.
Throughout the stay in the hospital, an iPad can bring a child many different facets of their life and control back into their everyday experiences. If this child is in isolation, it could be something as simple as bringing some of the learning that they're missing at school into their own hospital room. It can also be something that distracts the children from all the horrible things that they face every day. The iPads are really something that brings joy into the children's lives, and it's something that FAM really enjoys giving back to the community.
I have an iPad! I have an iPad! I have an iPad!
What is that?
Really?
What do you say?
Thank you, Pam!
As you can see, we're ready to give away more iPads. Is it?
Yeah! Let's get Pam!
We wanted to also give Zoe an iPad, so happy birthday, Zoe.
Thank you, Pam. Thank you so much.
And of course, we ended 2019 with a bang. In the 25 days leading up to Christmas, 100 families received a $1,000 grant in our FAM Fighting All Monsters $100,000 Christmas giveaway.
Congratulations, Melina. Congratulations, Levi.
Congratulations, Jamie.
FAM has impacted our life in such an amazing way. It's more than just, the trips to Disney World and the financial help, which is amazing and needed, but it's the emotional support that's been incredible. And you don't feel as alone anymore.
I wish that we would have met FAM sooner, to have that support. I have, some family, but not a lot. And, sometimes, your family judge and, you want to just vent and, they always just have to have something to say. And FAM doesn't do that. They just listen.
So she's got the support, but some people don't have that support. And I think it's really important for them.
And the hours that the volunteers for FAM put in is phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize it at first until I interact more with everybody and I see that countless hours
right.
and the amount of energy that's put in it. And they're doing it for us,
right.
not for them.
Not even just the money resources, just the support of, being able to talk to other people on, on Facebook through their website and everything. It's been a big help to have FAM in our life.
To see Layla so happy again, and it gave her such purpose. So it's really important, I think, to reach out and find people that are going through the same thing as you and lean on each other be there for each other, ask for help when you need it.
We are inviting you to our FAM, Fighting All Monsters, a non-profit organization that you can connect with other kids with cancer. And it's a big old family because everyone else is going through the same thing. Might not be the same treatments, but we've all been through it just like you have. So we're inviting you to come join us as a big family.
FAM culture includes the entire family unit. We make a specific effort to let siblings know that they are just as important. They matter, they are valued, and they are needed.
Hi, Milk, and hi, Fam. There's more of a message to Milk and Fam. So I just want to say to you guys, you're more than family to me, and I just really love you, and you're helping not only Layla, but you're helping me and some other kids like siblings and stuff. They still love you.
I'm Haley.
I'm Heidi.
FAM has done so much for us. It helped us through our hardest times. The first time I met Milk Tyson, I just knew he was gonna make me forget everything and make me forget about all the hard times, and also make me forget about how I'm not allowed to see my mom as much because of my sister being in the hospital. When we met him, he let us do things with our mom because he knew that we don't see her that much. He's just a complete down person, and I've never wanted to hang around or be around someone so much because he just makes me forget, and he makes me know that it's more than just about all the cancer. It's about everyone and how we just all come together as one and just make it as fun as we can. I'm glad that we're part of the FAM and that we get to meet new people as it comes. I've met people in the hospital. They'll just come up to me and they'll ask me who I am and like how I'm doing because they know that we're part of FAM.
FAM has changed my life 100%. I started volunteering for FAM myself during, after my first battle. When I reached remission and I was cancer-free, I had all this extra time and I wasn't quite ready. I wasn't quite sure what to do with my life yet. Because everything had changed after you're diagnosed. The way that you see the world is completely different. So I knew that I wanted to help other families and other children, and so I started volunteering while I was in remission, and unfortunately I relapsed and the cancer came back. I just kept volunteering through my entire treatment, and it really some days is the only reason that I would wake up, because it would give me purpose to keep going, and even on my worst days, I knew that I still had the power to help somebody else maybe navigate their worst day, and that is the fuel that kind of keeps me going.
The first time I saw FAM, it was the best time of my life. Like, Milk is so nice, and I don't know, I'm glad to be in this group.
FAM has impacted my life by, for Famsgiving, we got to meet all the other cancer kids and meet up with them and talk to them and like see what they were going through. We're all like the same, because we all have cancer, so we all see each other the same. And it's just nice to be able to see those kids with cancer and just like always, you would just feel good around them because they're not looking at you weird, and you just bond with them better.
Mm-hmm. My mom is, I couldn't do this without her. She gets up every day and she goes to work still. She takes care of other people's families and her own patients at work all day. And then she comes home and she takes care of me. And she, is still a mom. She's still a wife as well. And she does everything for our family. And there's nothing that she wouldn't do for our family and for me.
She is the strongest mom I know, honest. Like, I know. She is. Since I got cancer, she's taking care of me while processing it. And I knew that it was hard for her. And I knew that she was maybe gonna struggle, but I'm not gonna say she didn't a little, because she did. But mostly, she took care of me and she was really strong. You're my superwoman.
I can't even begin to describe like how proud I am of you, watching you push through all these obstacles and barriers and just keeping your amazing heart, and just your perseverance is amazing. Thank you for keeping me going.
Thank you for giving up your life to take care of mine. I don't know if I could have done it without having you right there with me.
I love you too.
The moms are the strength of this entire organization. They like to use my name, but the moms are fam, you know what I mean? I'm just crazy enough to 24 hours a day, just structure or try to structure this and make sense of it.
It's not easy caring for a child with cancer. Sometimes you just need to vent, just to speak your fears and burdens to somebody that understands because they've been there firsthand. FAM's Moms Group and other chat groups are safe forums to be heard, felt, and encouraged.
Well, this whole weekend has just been so emotionally healing, and that gift from Milk and that foundation has been incredible for all of us moms, because it's so hard for us to do things for ourselves, and that really kind of forced us to. So thank you so much.
Thank you, fam! Well, I helped create the Moms Group because I know how important it is to have a safe place to come to vent, to cry, because nobody on the outside world understands what we face on a daily basis, and having that village, that army standing beside you to help lift you up is so important.
I mean, it's still really supportive whether you've lost your child or your child is currently going through treatment or battling something. There's still support for, doesn't matter what part of the journey you're in, there's still people there to take care of you and listen.
So talking in the Moms Group versus talking with my girlfriends is a completely different experience. My friends don't understand what we go through on a daily basis. They can't say I've been there. They can't understand what happens on a daily basis and the struggles that we go through with our children when we're in this battle. Whatever you're going through, somebody in the group has gone through it. Somebody can help you with what you're doing, because out of, I don't know how many moms we have in the group, somebody has experienced what you're experiencing and can help you get through what's going on right now.
What I would want to say to the moms is, I love you all. You guys are a force to be reckoned with, and we will get through anything that life throws us together. You are never alone.
What I would say to a parent is that we're here for them. We offer all kinds of resources and support systems, and we are family. So any parent that wanted to join and get involved, we just really wholeheartedly welcome them and take them in and offer any kind of guidance or assistance that we can provide to them.
FAM exploded into 2020 by releasing a video of our kids asking rap mogul P. Diddy to join them as they danced to his anthem, Bad Boy for Life. The video went viral and caught the attention of multiple national news outlets, as well as both P. Diddy and talk show host Ellen DeGeneres. In February 2020, the kids were featured on the Ellen DeGeneres show, where they had their chance to dance with P. Diddy and spread awareness about childhood cancer.
But to put this video together, whose idea and how did this happen?
It was actually the founder of our organization, Fam Fighting on Monsters. His name's Milk Tyson.
We adopted the Bad Boys for Life song for many reasons. 2018 we launched, 2019 we were testing the waters,
2020, we're gonna rock the ship.
A viral video starring children battling cancer.
It's already been seen by tens of thousands.
Fighting All Monsters, which just put out this video.
It's an adorable video that's sweeping the nation.
They asked volunteers to dance in a music video to a P. Diddy song.
These are kids who have either beaten cancer or are still battling cancer.
A nonprofit organization helping kids who are fighting childhood cancer.
I'm the definition of.
And already has been seen by nearly 500,000 people.
It has gone viral.
500,000 views.
And now they're hoping P. Diddy hears them loud and clear.
But me.
The famous rapper.
P. Diddy.
Famous rapper Sean Combs.
Famous rapper
P. Diddy.
Like dog, we ain't never left.
P. Diddy's 2001 hit, Bad Boys for Life.
Fam's unofficial anthem.
A fight song of sorts.
The Bad Boys for Life song.
P. Diddy's Bad Boy for Life. Unofficial anthem. Since the lyrics go, we ain't going nowhere.
Even Snoop Dogg is on board.
And even Snoop says, get in there and dance.
Oh, this is Big Snoop Dogg giving a shout out to Fam. Fighting all monsters. You know what I'm talking about?
Fighting All Monsters.
FAM stands for Fighting All Monsters.
Fighting All Monsters. Its mission? Help families keep going.
Bad Boy for Life is their unofficial anthem.
We're not going anywhere.
Making Bad Boys for Life their theme.
There's a line in Bad Boys for Life that says, I survived what I've been through.
She has the part in the video where she says, I've survived what I've been through.
Official, I survived what I've been through. Y'all got drama, the saga continues. We ain't going nowhere.
Kids are dancing to fight the monster that cancer is. There's one thing missing. The man himself.
P. Diddy.
P. Diddy.
Hopefully, P. Diddy comes and dances with us.
Come dance with us, P. Diddy.
Any word on a response to this video by Diddy?
Going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped now, cause it's Bad Boy.
Puff Daddy, will you dance with us?
Can you dance with us?
Really, will you dance with us?
We didn't want to do the sad kids sitting in the chair. We didn't want to do that. We wanted to do the aggression. We wanted to do the we're here. You know, we're not going anywhere. We're strong. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna dance. And that's how the Bad Boy thing came.
Diddy, come on out. He's...
I was so touched, just so touched that this song has helped me get through a lot of trials and tribulations. It's fueling you guys to know the power that you have in yourself, to believe that we ain't going nowhere.
Before you get to do something really fun, which is dance with this guy, my friends at Shutterfly know that you're part of this amazing nonprofit Fighting All Monsters, and they want to help fight the monsters by donating $25,000. Do it.
Let's dance, let's dance.
We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped now, cause it's Bad Boy for Life.
They ask us how we do it and who we do it for. How we come up with these moves and make the family grow. Our founder was affected by these courageous families and these amazing children. Milk Tyson. His heart has received as much as it is given.
I would say for the people that have not interacted with Milk to not judge a book by its cover, because he has a big heart and he's in this for the right reasons. For someone that doesn't have a child with cancer, his heart is so huge, and just he fights for what our families need, and we need somebody like that.
We see how much he wants childhood cancer to get awareness. You have to have somebody that wants to make a change, and you have to give somebody that chance to make that change. It doesn't matter what they look like or what their past may be. You can't judge a book by its cover. I would like to say to Milk that thank you. Thank you for finally giving our kids a voice that they've not been able to have. I'm very grateful for what he's doing with FAM.
And we know that Milk's a good guy, and his past is irrelevant at this point. He's helping kids that are suffering and potentially dying. So God bless what he's doing, and it's genuine too. It's not a stunt. So his intentions are genuine.
Become a really, really close friend of mine, and I mean, I couldn't imagine my life without him and everything he's done for us and all the support he's offered us. Look past his, hard exterior, because anyone who wants to help and wants to get involved and dedicates their life to helping children when he's not affected by childhood cancer himself. He doesn't have a child with cancer. And he's really stepped up and made this his entire world and really just gone above and beyond. So I would say give him a chance. Don't judge a book by their cover.
Milk, we greatly, greatly appreciate you, and we're glad you're fighting for us, because obviously nobody else is.
Milk is a great guy that he might look tough on the outside, but he's got a really good heart, and he's capable of incredible things.
Oh, when I first saw Milk, I was like, wow. He looks hard on the outside, but he is a giant teddy bear on the inside.
I mean, everybody has said it, and I could back it up. I mean, he just looks tough, but he's the sweetest person in the inside.
Milk, if I could say anything to you, you may not be my blood, but you are definitely my family, and you are my heart.
To the people that don't know Milk and that don't understand him, he's a giant teddy bear, and he will fight for anybody. He's a good person, regardless of how people perceive him.
Luckily, I have people around me, that have experience and know things, but I never set out to be a CEO of a nonprofit. What I said is I'm gonna get FAM to the point, where it gets the recognition for these kids, gets the spotlight on them, do the best to my ability, and then we'll put people in places to really make the moves. A lot of people don't know that childhood cancer even has a color, Breast cancer is pink. When I was talking with Ellen and Puffy's people about like, hey, telling them why I wanted to do it so bad, they were, I gave them the comparison about breast cancer and childhood cancer, and they were like, man, childhood cancer should get their own month and their own color. And I was just like, that's the point, we already have it. But I kind of took it to the street a little bit, like everybody's been knocking on the door for so long, like, hey, please pay attention to us. We have, our kids have cancer, please. And every year, companies spend all this money to try to get the Empire State Building to go gold, and they try to get the White House to go gold. They've never done it. The White House goes pink for breast cancer, the White House rainbow for the gay community, goes blue for autism. They change the colors all the time. They've never gone gold. Please, Donald Trump, please, Barack Obama, please, George Bush, So they've been begging, and they're outside. These kids are panhandling on the street, so of course I'm gonna take a little bit of the street. We used to just be knocking everybody, please let us, come in, we wanna see. And then the street element comes in, because now we're just, will you let us in? Because if you're not gonna let us in, we're gonna let ourselves in. We're not selling t-shirts, we're buying caskets.
There is nothing harder for a parent than having to bury their precious child. The emotions are overwhelmingly confusing. FAM's bereavement support and memorial expense assistance gives families a swift, no-nonsense solution in that unfortunate time.
Fighting All Monsters was there for me from the very beginning. As soon as I joined, I had people talking to me, there for me, any time of the day, any hour of the day. Unfortunately, my son Samuel Akali, right here, his twin brother, Samuel, passed away February 11th of this year, and within the hour, Sam was contacting me and sent me through PayPal $10,000 to help with my funeral costs. I'm still planning the funeral, and it's one of the hardest things you'll ever have to do in your life. If you have to do something like that, and Fighting All Monsters is literally the light in the dark that I had encountered with my journey for my son Samuel. Like, Sam's journey was so hard. They were just always there for me through it all. Many of them, we talk on such a personal level, and they are literally my family. They mean everything to me. They've done so much for me and my children, and I'm so glad that God brought them into my life.
When my daughter passed away, the founder of FAM reached out to me asking for my PayPal information. I gave it to him, and within 5 minutes, I had $10,000 in my account. He said this was to help with the end-of-life services for my daughter. This is something that I didn't apply for and I was not expecting. However, I'm forever grateful.
It ain't easy to dance and sing that you ain't going nowhere when you're fighting all monsters. They are strong when many would break, and they smile when many would not.
Man, I'm proud that they allow me into their lives, and I'm proud that they let me be a part of their journey. And these kids are wise, way too wise, because they spend a lot of time with nurses and doctors and just grown-ups in general. And yeah, these kids are brave. I look up to them. And I admire them all. And I'm just glad to be a part of their family.
Lily, we just got done furnishing her townhome. Thank you, fam.
To our donors, thank you for sharing your life with us. We take your generosity seriously, and we are honored to make sure your donations do what you intended. To our families, all the moms, dads, brothers, sisters, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, and friends. And finally, to our courageous and resilient children, you have inspired so many with the beautiful way you face those monsters and fight for life. Your tears and your laughter remind us that life is both precious and resilient. Thank you for being the best of us. And to all those that are interested in being a part of our fam, connect with us online at joinourfam.org. Follow us on social media at joinourfam. We are eager to welcome you home, and we can't wait to hear you say,
I'm Maddie.
I'm Ashley, and we're Fam for Life.
I'm Tess.
I'm Blake,
This is Brinley.
and we're Fam for Life.
I'm Corey.
I'm Jennifer.
And we are Fam for Life.
I'm DJ.
And I'm Charlotte, and we're Fam for Life.
I'm Gina Stevens.
I'm Kier.
And we're Fam for Life.
I'm Brenda.
I'm Layla.
And we're Fam for Life.
I'm Susan.
I am Bailey.
And we are Fam for Life.
My name is Amber, and I'm Fam for Life.
I'm Tamika.
I'm Riley.
And we're Fam for Life.
I am Maria.
I'm Zoe.
And we're Fam for Life.